Starting from the 1st of January 2026, Nigerians will be limited to cumulative weekly withdrawals of 500,000 naira. That equates to $345, and a maximum of 5 million naira. That's $3,450. This comes after the Central Bank of Nigeria introduced strict withdrawal limits and scrapped fees on excess deposits in a bid to curb cash dependency and tackle security and money laundering risks. In October this year, Nigeria and South Africa were removed from the Financial Action Task Force list of countries that are subject to increased monitoring for illicit money flows. This is after being on the list for about 2 years. For more on this, we joined this afternoon by Shuaibu Idris, Economist and Managing Director at Timeline Consult Limited. Idris, welcome to Africa in Business. Good to have you with us again.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
So did the central bank say what the money laundering vulnerabilities that they've identified were that actually prompted these stricter withdrawal limits?
Well, I think we need to go a bit down the memory lane. Withdrawal limits are not new in the Nigerian ecosystem, in the Nigerian economy. The Central Bank of Nigeria over the years have had series of withdrawal limits as well as even the deposit limit with some, if you like, punitive measures or charges to customers. And the whole idea has always been trying to make sure that Nigerians, route all their economic activities through the banking system. We have a country where close to about 60% of our economic activities are not routed through the official channels, in the sense that when I say official, I don't mean government channels, but through the normal, modern day mechanism of operation, meaning either issuance of checks or bank transfers or using plastic card or point of sales terminals and the other channels of transacting business. So, of course, the idea has always been limit the quantum of cash activities, in so doing, trying to reduce corruption, trying to reduce the cost of printing the currency, naira, and several other aspects of economic policies that the government is trying to achieve, including enhancement in tax revenue generation to government. Because when citizens route their transaction through the banking system, easily you can get statistics when you are doing economic policies, be it fiscal or monetary policies. They are more likely to be impacted if significant proportion of a country's economic activities are routed through the banking channels.
Right. I mean, it's quite clear, Shuaibu, that this really allows for closer monitoring. You are able to, follow the money trail when it is within the system. But we also know that there is a significant, portion of the economy, sectors, for example, that are very cash dependent, such as retail, transport, as well as the informal trading system. How significant are these various sectors going to be impacted by this?
Well, when you look at that, you will realize that there may be a little bit of impact, but not so much. When we are talking of a limit of withdrawal of, say, 100,000 naira, you will realize that those categories of economies, the economic activities you mentioned, they are doing transaction in the region of 5,000, 10,000, at most 25,000 naira, which is 1/4 of the withdrawal limit. So really, one may look at it as the impact might not be so significant. This is number one. Number two, very important to note, the POS, the point of sales terminals, has become a bit of a norm in Nigeria today. everybody, you go to a small, kiosk selling groceries, you will see them with POS terminals. And then people are transacting as small amount as 2,000 naira through the point of sales terminal. So people come in with the plastic card, or they are buying, for example, bread, a loaf of bread for 1,300, 1,500 naira, and then they put they put their plastic card and they get the money. So I believe over the years, the central bank has achieved significant level of financial inclusion, as well as a significant reduction in cash transactions. So more and more, several other Nigerians are gradually getting, acculturated with the use of point of sales terminal and the plastic cards.
So are banks, would you say, equipped to handle this rapid shift towards digital payments? And this is largely given, first of all, the system capacity, as well as past outages, which show no signs of abating in the very near future.
Well, it appears that you were in Nigeria recently. But let me tell you, the major deposit money banks, are quite able, and they have had a bit of large war chest in terms of their capacity to service customers. And you are in the picture that the Central Bank of Nigeria has also introduced an enhanced capital requirement for the bank. So with additional capital, the banks will even do better in terms of, servicing the customers, getting high-end technology to meet the needs of the customers. But much more than that, we have a second tier or a third tier kind of banks, what we call the microfinance banks. A number of these microfinance banks, are able to penetrate the Nigerian, financial ecosystem, and they are able to open account for, customers almost instantly, and has significantly helped. And people are able to do transfers because a lot of the technology that has been put forward, they have been customized to be using Nigerian local languages. So a number of Nigerians that are downtrodden or they are not able to speak English language, they can choose any of the Nigerian major three languages to transact business. So this has significantly, helped to widen, the spectrum of the number of Nigerians availing themselves with the technology.
Certainly
I do agree
sounds,
with you.
yes. I mean, it certainly sounds like
Yeah,
there is a change
I do agree
in
with
the
you that we
landscape.
have challenge of power.
Yes.
But I didn't get that.
Yes, you were saying you do acknowledge that there's a challenge of power. If we can maybe just wrap it
Yes,
up in the last.
electricity supply is a major issue. This country, I don't know when and maybe if we will ever overcome this, but electricity is epileptic. Yes, a number of businesses and individuals are leveraging on the, solar technology or wind energy and what have you.
I mean, it certainly
But
sounds,
it's still
Shuaibu,
a big challenge.
yes, it certainly sounds like there have to be measures put in place to mitigate that, because at the moment, as you highlighted, it continues to be a really huge challenge. Thank you so much for today's update, Shuaibu. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Have
sir.
a good evening.
You have a great
Take
one
care,
too.
bye.
Thank you. That's Shuaibu Idris, Economist and Managing Director at Timeline Consult Limited.